All right, guys, here's the last example on section 1-3. This is example 4. And in these two problems, we're going to use the distance formula to find the distance between 2 points. So the distance formula is this long thing right here. Oops, sorry. So the distance between 2 points is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Now, if you ever get a negative number under a square root, you did something wrong. Okay, this number will always be positive. And once again, this is just a plug or chug type of thing. So let's look here. So it says the endpoint of RS are R, 1, negative 3, and S, 4, 1. So just like midpoint formula, we're going to designate point 1 and point 2, and it doesn't matter which is which. So let's make R point 1 and S point 2. Okay, so if R is point 1, this is the X value of point 1, and this is the Y value of point 1. This is the X value of point 2, and the Y value of point 2. Okay, so we have our X1 equals 1, Y1 equals negative 3, don't drop this negative, X2 is 4, and Y2 is 2. Right, now we're just going to take this formula and plug these numbers into it. Okay, so distance equals square root of, parentheses, so it's x2, so my x2 is 4, so it'd be 4 minus my x1 is 1 squared plus my y2 is 2 minus my y1 is a negative 3 squared. Okay, so all I did is I plugged x1, x2, y1, y2 into that distance formula. Most of you that'll make a mistake will make a mistake simplifying it like we're going to do now. And the easiest way to do it is to do it step by step. Don't try to do too much. Okay, so this is the square root of 4 minus 1 is 3. So 3 squared plus 2 minus a negative. I know it's been a little while since your brains had to work in math, but minus a negative is always a plus 3 squared. So this is 3 squared is 9 plus 2 plus 3 is 5 squared. So once again, step by step, 9 plus 5 squared is 25. So this is square root of 34. And if we put that into our calculator, that's approximately 5.83. Okay, so it's just plugging stuff into that formula, let the formula work. Now I want you to take a minute and try to do B on your own. And then after you do it on your own, we'll come back and we'll do it together. Now, one thing I do want to note is that the length of VX, so the length between these 2 points, would also be the distance between those 2 points. Okay, so the length between 2 points is also the distance between those 2 points. So you'll use distance formula once again. So I'm going to pause this. I want you to try to work it out, and then we'll go through and see how you did. All right, once again, let's designate X and V as 0.1 and 0.2. Let's switch things up. Let's make this 0.1 and 0.2. It doesn't matter. Okay, if this X is 0.1, that means this is the X value of 0.1, Y value of 0.1. This is the X value of 0.2 and the Y value of 0.2. Okay, so the distance formula is square root of x2, which is 2, 2 minus x1, which is a negative 6, squared, plus y2 is 8, minus y1 is 4, and that's also squared. Okay, step by step. Let's break this down a little bit more. Okay, 2 minus a negative 6 is the same thing as 2 plus 6. 8 minus 4 is 4. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 squared is 64. plus 4 squared is 16, which together is, what is that, 80, square root of 80? And if you put the square root of 80 into your calculator, you get roughly 8.94. I forgot if I told you this or not, but you will not have to memorize the distance formula. I will provide it for you.